Hey everybody, I'm Josh Morris. Welcome to the Everything Paranormal Show. Stick around, folks. We're going to talk about quite a bit of different things, I'm sure. Some stuff about ghosts, paranormal, investigations, and of course, we're going to start out tonight. We're just going to take at least a little bit of time to talk about Corona. I know that you guys come here to hopefully escape some of the realities of things, but I do feel like it's part responsible to at least remind people that, look, folks, right now, as of right now, where are we, April 2nd, right? The coronavirus has been, I don't know if the background's too loud. I don't know. I can't tell. But the coronavirus, guys, the coronavirus has the curve, right, in America has not started to really bend much compared to a few of the other countries. But what that really means is that we're all not doing what we're supposed to be doing. So remember, guys, if you're out there, please take this serious, because, I mean, this is taking a toll on my family, on other people's families. I'm out there because of my jobs. It's essential. I have an essential job, so I'm out there. I'm seeing it in public. I'm going to the stores. And let me tell you something. I was in Walmart the other day, okay? Gloves and mask on. I'm walking through there because, again, I'm trying to make sure that not only am I protecting my family first and foremost, but also, just in case I happen to pick up the coronavirus, I'm trying to protect the community by having gloves and masks when I go into an area like Walmart. Okay? So, but when I was in there, I saw a family. They were all overweight. 3/4 of them were in the automatic rider things. And one of the guys actually scoffed at me. And he even made a comment to the other family, his other family members, about, oh, some people are taking this too serious. And that in itself is a problem. This is just the other day. Okay, this isn't like 3 months ago or a couple months ago when we maybe wasn't taking it so serious. So I wanted to bring that up tonight, first thing off the bat, because, again, I know you guys want to get away from always just hearing about Corona, but it's very, very serious. It is. It's a very serious. To the point now where, now my family, we're taking even more precautions. Not only do I wear my mask and gloves out when I'm working and things like that, but now I'm coming home. I'm having to come in through a different entrance downstairs. I'm having to already have clothes ready for me and get in a shower, use antibacterial soap, scrub completely down with the antibacterial soap, shampoo, all that stuff, get in my clean clothes. And again, my dirty clothes are already put straight in either the dirty clothes right there or like the right straight into the washing machine, which is where the shower is. But we're taking additional measures like that every day, and regardless of whichever job it is, I'm having to shower all that. But yeah, as my wife reminded me, those people in Walmart, where I was actually yesterday, not the other day. My days get blended, but yes, those people that I talk about. See, my wife's not going with me to the store. I'm not taking my wife and son. I'm not taking my son. It's just me. I'm going there to get whatever we need because, again, I'm equipped for it. I already have the gloves, the sanitizer, the sprays, the wipes. I've already got all that stuff, so I can go take care of all that, disinfect, go through that process, and come home for my wife and son and my 80-year-old father-in-law. And the thing is that we have a process. When I bring groceries home, I set them out front. She can spray down certain things. We bring them into, if I've already been showered, but there's one or two things. Either one, she'll go ahead and disinfect stuff outside, bring it in, or I'll help her if I've already been showered or whatever. We'll put the groceries in, and then together we'll do it together and disinfect. And there's a process on that. And I think my wife had a video. I'm sure she's more than happy to share the link on our social media. That way it can help show you how to disinfect different types of groceries, and it works. Like, we literally follow that video now, and it just gives a huge comfort to know that anything coming into this house is contaminated, and we disinfect pretty much everything, including myself. But you have to take it that serious, folks. You have to take it that serious. I hope that my viewers, whether you're watching live today or whether you're watching this on replay, I really hope you guys are smart enough to take it that serious. I'm sure you are. But if you're watching this and you're not quite doing those measures, I'm telling you, please take those measures, because again, we're not seeing that bend in the curvature like some of these other countries. Now, yes, some of these other countries have more of a dictatorship rule, more communistic rule sometimes, like China. So they're almost forced to follow certain things. In America, we have all this freedom, right? And we get a bunch of people like, I'm not doing that. That's stupid. It's just like the flu. There's all kinds of people. I still hear stuff out there. And that's why I'm saying, folks, just do your part. At least stay 6 feet away. Wash your hands. Follow those presidential guidelines. I'm not even going to tell you where to find them, because you guys should know this by now. It's all out there. Okay? So I just wanted to spend a little bit of time reminding you guys to keep that social distance and things like that. Again, I know we're a paranormal channel. I didn't want to get too heavy on you right in the beginning of the video. But guys, it's that important. It really is. I mean, I can't stress it enough. I want to get past this. I'm sure you guys want to get past this. We're all getting sick and tired of dealing with this. So the only way we're going to do this, if we all band together and just stay home or stay clean, stay away, wash hands, and just get past this. So, all right, guys. So that's my Corona soapbox, if you will. And I'm sure we may not even be done. Terry Lynn said that's the link if it's showing. Honey, you may just have to post it in our Facebook. Did you put it in the group? If you're not part of the Facebook group, the Everything Paranormal Show Facebook group, we try to post things in there every once in a while. I will admit I'm not a daily poster, but we do try to post things, and I try to approve a lot of people's links and things. Unlike a lot of groups, they won't let you share certain videos or certain links. I try to let you guys have a little bit of that freedom. So again, try to get in there if you can. Let me see here. I'm just looking to see if maybe. Did you put it in the group, honey? Let's see. I'm part of so many groups. It's crazy. There we go. I don't see it. But if she gets it in there, folks, but yeah, there's a great video. And if for some reason my wife can't get the link to post in the social media, just look it up. Look up how to disinfect your groceries. I don't know. I'm sure Terry Lynn can tell you more about it than I can, but she showed me the video when she made me watch it. And we're starting to apply those things, and like I said, maybe we're a little late to the game on some things, but we've kind of escalated ourselves as this threat continues to escalate, and now we're at that point where we're having to just go through everything. We're having to go through the full motions now, where I'm having to shower in a separate floor and all those things so I can be completely disinfected, come upstairs, and then I can join the family. So that's the biggest thing. And if it gets worse and I start getting around to possible exposures, then yeah, I may have to try to sleep down here in the garage or something. I don't know yet, because unfortunately my father-in-law, he has his area, and I really don't have any other mattress down here. So, but for now, I'm just gonna disinfect in the shower, and so far that's working. I think we got a good system with that so far. Also, guys, if you haven't noticed, man, we're on a new time tonight. We're 9 o'clock. And so I don't know if, if it's a good thing or bad thing. Look, I need you guys to let me know. Do you like this new time? Do you like it late at 11:30? I wouldn't think you would. I think I had more people saying that they wished it was a little early. Well, now it's a little early. So where are you at? Come on now. So a couple things I wanted to announce because, like I said, we didn't have a guest tonight. I've got a few different people lined up. Still waiting to hear back on some people. So if you're watching this and we've been talking about you coming on the show, you need to hook up with me and let me know. Because, again, I've got different times set. And this is the perfect time because we're doing the show from home. It's not like you have to travel anywhere. So this fits right into the stay-at-home stuff. All right. But yeah, my wife said that it's there, so I'm assuming yes, it's definitely there. She wouldn't lie to me. So yeah, it's in there. So guys, if you need to, go to the Facebook group, check out that link. Let's see. One of the things that, and this is something my wife's been really wanting to push for us is, she thinks it's time for us to kind of get back out in the field more. So yes, we enjoy doing the interview style show, but I think we're looking at maybe mixing it up a little more and doing some stuff out in the field. I know I talked about it before, but now we're actually at this point where we're going to start looking at some different locations. We may look at a combination of things. In other words, I may go out on a night and I may investigate, film it, edit it, post it on the channel. We may also do some live events, maybe Facebook Live watch parties. We may do YouTube Live, but we're looking at maybe doing some live field investigations, whether it's just myself, like in an abandoned building or cemetery, something. We'll look at some different locations. So I just thought I'd let you guys know that this is something we're talking about, that we're looking at doing for sure, is getting the rigs, going back out there. Now, like I said, we may even have where I'd like my wife to join me, hopefully. Yeah, honey, I'd like you out there too. So, but again, it's kind of hard to go out in the field. We'll just see, because, it's technically we're not really doing anything social. We're not doing any social gatherings if we go do these abandoned places. We're not looking at taking on residential cases. So if you guys live in the area, and now look, I don't think my wife and I would ever turn away people if you needed help. If you lived in the Bristol, Virginia, Bristol, Tennessee area and, you needed help, absolutely we would help you. But we also know people like Matt Soares from SRS Paranormal. There's other people here locally that are doing residential cases that have a lot more equipment than we do. We haven't done field investigations in a long time, so a lot of our equipment was outdated. Like old school stuff that, the old tape, digital cameras that had the little mini tapes and stuff in there, things like that. We used to have, some of those, and infrared. We had a bunch of some of that stuff. But again, over the years, we've either sold it or got rid of it. It's kind of gotten outdated. So now, besides my studio stuff, I've got a camera, we've got some lighting, we got some EVP stuff, or some audio recorders. So, we'll do some basic stuff. All right, we'll get out there, and if anything, we'll just see what we capture. I think it'll be pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to doing those things. If you guys have any suggestions, like I said, if you know our area that we're in and you have any suggestions on places that you'd like us to go, things like that, by all means, feel free to message us or pop it in the comments, pop it in the Facebook, anything like that. If you, like I said, if you know anything about our local area, or you live here locally, or whatever, let us know. We're more than happy to do it. Now, I know Matt from SRS Paranormal, when you guys saw when he was on here, we talked about doing some collab stuff with him. I know as far as field investigation stuff, obviously we don't want to get too many people together. and do stuff out in the field. But like I said, maybe once this stuff starts to clear up and we're able to get back out into the field and outside together, like I said, we'll be able to look at maybe doing some collabs with them. That's always fun. I'd love to get you guys some more footage on that. I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, if you guys have any, suggestions or even if you just want to see those things, let us know. Say like, yeah, Josh, definitely go out there. We want to see you out in the field. We want to see you get scared at times or whatever. I don't know. I mean, I typically when I'm out in the field, I don't get scared too much. I mean, now if I'm by myself in an abandoned place, I don't know, maybe. Normally I always had my wife and like a team, when you're by yourself, it's especially if you go somewhere by yourself, I mean, then you're really kind of loner. I mean, I've seen a few of the what they call the adventurers, right? The urban explorers, and I've seen them go out on their own and go to some crazy locations by themselves. I mean, we're talking about, we saw one guy that went to Japan to the Suicide Forest, which is like one of the most haunted places probably on Earth. Who knows? But that place, and he went there by himself at night in the dark. It's like, man, balls of steel right there. That's crazy. But we've seen some stuff like that, and again, I don't know if that's a thing. So my wife said she gave a suggestion. So, my wife wants me to go to East Hill Cemetery again. I don't know. We'll see. I'm looking at different locations, but certainly if I go anywhere alone, I've got to make sure I feel comfortable going there. I want to try to make sure you have proper permissions. It's something that I've preached about here on the show, going places, making sure you have proper permissions to be there, because like I said, sometimes bad things can happen. So we'll see. But by all means, though, I definitely open to different suggestions, and I'll start looking into securing some places to go so we can kind of get our feet wet again. Again, it definitely be interesting. I'm going to have to get my camera and test some lighting. I've got some mobile rigs. You guys saw when I was out doing locations last year during Halloween, when I was out at Nickerson Sneed, when we did the Tipton stuff, we were using my rig. So it'll be interesting to go through some of these places and kind of see what's going on. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I had. Terry Lynn's like, blah, blah, permission. Well, this is, look, I know it's like one of those weird subjects, and I know that there's channels out there that just go and do it. And they jump fences, they go through gates, and, they walk onto these properties, but I'm not a big lawbreaker. And I know, I'm kind of boring like that sometimes. Back in the day, yeah, I'm not saying I was perfect by all means, but now I'm older, I have responsibilities. I don't want to. I think the biggest thing for me is like, I'm not worried about going to jail, because most of the time they won't throw you in jail. I think for me the biggest thing is just like getting a ticket, getting like an actual fine or something, because like money, I don't want to spend our hard-earned money on fines and stuff. I mean, that's how I am. Like I'm more worried about the money cost associated with getting in trouble than I am the actual going to jail. But no, I mean, seriously though, we'll look at some locations. I have run into some people that my wife is calling me out in the comments. She's like, boring. Thanks. Anyways, but no, guys, look, we're gonna have for real. I'm gonna score some locations. I have come across some people that are in possession of some abandoned homes. I do know, like, one people, if you end up watching this video, you know I met you a while back, and your grandfather's house is sitting there abandoned, and you said it's haunted. So, hey, if you're watching, hit me up, message me, let me know, and maybe I can get in there and do like a 30-minute investigation or something. So, so my wife said, yeah, she can do what she wants because it's just us watching the video. So, and hi to Jennifer Atwell. She just popped in. So, we're just talking about doing investigations. But yeah, by all means, guys, I am definitely going to score some locations. We are going to go out in the field and start doing some things because I do miss being out in the field more because that's what my wife and I used to do all the time. Go out in the field. It's exciting. It's fun. But the thing is this format. We started doing this format so we could offer a platform for people to interview other people, to get other perspectives. So we're still going to have guests on. We're still going to bring guests on. We'll still interview them, but we'll probably mix it up a little bit. I think it'll just depend, and I'll try to start letting you guys know maybe ahead of time. Like if I score a location, I'll be like, hey, we're going to do this live, or it just depends too, like where the location is. If we have cell phone signal, I'll do it live so you guys can be there. If not, then we'll just film it, so that'll be pretty cool. And also, guys, if you come in and you have any questions, anything while we're live, by all means, pop in there, ask your questions. More than happy to address anything, paranormally while we're here. Like I said, my wife and I, I've been involved in paranormal for over 25 years, off and on. And my wife, her whole life as well. I mean, between both of us, we probably have a combined 50 years of experience dealing with paranormal between both of us. But again, and we started doing investigations as far as when we started doing investigations, we started doing like in the early 2000s. And when we came across, actually it was kind of funny because we had actually went to Florida, went to St. Augustine and things like that, and we went to Daytona. And while we were in Daytona, we did what investigators like to do, which is hook up with other investigators, right? So we looked up the Daytona Beach paranormal investigators. I don't remember the exact name, something close to that. But Dusty was the head of then, God rest her soul. She did pass away, unfortunately, a while back. But we met with her and we got along and had a great time. And next thing you know, she's connecting us with ghost hunters, with Taps. And, Taps was like in their second season or something. I think they still had Donna as case manager. So we started doing a lot of the preliminary investigations. We started getting cases from Donna for anything in the Panhandle of Florida. That whole southern region, like southern Alabama, Georgia, Panhandle, like that whole area, any cases that they got, went to us, and we did the preliminary investigations for Taps. So if anybody has read my book, then you'll know one of our very first investigation for Taps, representing them, so to speak, was an antique mall. And the antique mall, that was, always going to have a spot in our heart because that was the first one. That was the first one from where we were representing Taps or representing a TV show, not just us. So it felt different. It felt, yeah, my wife was saying it's Dusty Smith was her name, and she actually was an episode of Haunted. If you guys remember the show Haunted, or was it Most Haunted maybe? Or I can't remember exactly. But anyways, she even gave us a signed DVD because she had like a ton of them. She's like, here. But anyways, she is. So if you ever are watching any of the old reruns of Haunted, isn't it Most Haunted or so? I can't remember. But in any case, you may run across her still out there in TV land. So it's pretty cool that her legacy will still kind of live on because she did get to do that. So, but yeah, she was super nice, and a little eccentric, but really nice to us. Really made us feel welcome and things like that. So it was always cool to come across other investigators, and that's how we are. Is like whenever my wife and I have met other investigators, it's always pretty neat. You know, some are a little out there because I mean, think about it. A lot of us that are involved in, you know, in the paranormal, we are a little out there sometimes. Some of us, but I mean, again, some people are really out there. But that's okay. We're more than happy to meet anybody. It's fun. We have a good time. Why? So my wife said, check your messenger. So she's like sending me. Why did you send me the thing though? Well, anyways, there's Dusty Smith. I don't know if you can. But yeah, that's sad. It's sad that she's gone. It was kind of weird because we hadn't talked to her in a while. And then we had looked her up one day because we were like, oh, I wonder what she's up to, you know. And then it had said she had passed away, and like, oh, that's a shame, you know. I would have loved to do some work, some actual collabs with her. That's the thing, you know. Like I think my wife and I, because I think my wife and her they got along pretty well because they were both, you know, a little crazy. I know I didn't remember the name. I know I always remember Dusty. I always forget her last name, but yeah, Dusty Smith. Of course, I should remember that Smith, all right. But yeah, anyway, so but she was the original connection between us and working with taps. And then, like I said, we had done the taps thing for a while, but then in the preliminary investigations. But really, the biggest thing was like when my wife got pregnant with our last child here. You know, we just had, for us, it was more of a safety thing because at our age at the time, you know, it was a safety thing because my wife was considered a high-risk pregnancy. So when you're around paranormal and you're pregnant, that's high risk already. That's an extra risk. So it was like, okay, do we protect the baby or do we step away from paranormal for a while? So for us, it was step away from paranormal for a while. But of course, you know, we always continued researching and reading and, you know, just still being a part of it, just not as active and more of just the research part and not so much on the forefront. So now that our son's older and, you know, like I said, we're doing the show and I wrote the book, released the book. Now we're trying to take more of that educational role, but still there's always the itch to get back into the field. And I think that's what we're looking at doing right now. That's why I'm talking about it. To let you guys know, hey, we're going to be going out in the field and hitting some things up. So, is there anything else that you wanted me to bring up tonight? This is more of just like an informal show. We're just kind of kicked back for anybody that wanted to get away from coronavirus and talk about ghosts and investigations and more. That's really what this is. It was just kind of an informal show, letting you guys know a little bit about what we're doing, what we got going on. Again, guys, don't forget Hexpo, The Gathering. Look it up. Type in hexpothegathering.com. I think it is the .com. Whatever it is. I don't even remember. Let me look and see. Because why not? Let's see. Oh, Hexpo The Gathering. There we go. Let's put this over here. Look at that. All right. No, not that. All right, let's put that over there. Let's move me over here. So yeah, Hexpo the Gathering, guys. This is where I'm going to be at, middle of August. Most likely. I don't know if I don't know how the coronavirus is going to affect this. Again, we had Matt on the show, and he's not sure yet either. But again, keep on here. Keep checking here. And let's see. I'm going to look in here. I don't see anything so far. But guys, definitely get your tickets. All right? Seriously, get your tickets. All right? So here we go. Here's some different people. Bishop Long. Look at that. The Hills Have Eyes. Look, Joe Chin from Ghost Hunters. Chip Coffee is going to be there. There's definitely some big guests that are going to be there. Amy Bruni, again, from Kindred Spirits. So definitely go check it out. Let's see. Limited spaces available. Space Clown. What the heck? Oh my gosh. And look, there's more special guests. Look at this. Jennifer Prophet, Pat O'Keefe, a Reiki Master, Psychic Medium, Sonia Thompson from The Walking Dead. Look, another Walking Dead, zombie. Clown. Oh, and Spawn. Yeah. And dude, Joe. It's Joe. Oh, and look, it's me. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be a special guest. That's pretty cool. So, guys, yeah, definitely come check it out, man. I don't know. I just thought we'd go through here. And, every once in a while I like to do that. Just pick something to spotlight. But, yeah, guys, so I'm going to be there. Remember, this is going to be August 14th. And look, I mean, there's going to be some really cool guests here. And I'm really proud of SRS Paranormal for putting this together because, I mean, that's a big accomplishment. Oh, see, there's me. Yay. So, yes, I'll be there. I'm going to have some books. So if you want to come out, purchase a book. Remember, it's Asheville, North Carolina. Okay, it's going to be middle of August. So far, I believe it's the 14th and 15th. You can still get your tickets. Come out and come see me. I've got my books. I'll be doing book signing. I'm also going to be filming. Hopefully I'll be filming quite a bit while I'm there. I'm hoping I'll have at least a majority of access to where I can film a lot of stuff there. Hopefully even for them. For SRS Paranormal, do some filming for them, for my channel, things like that. Maybe some interviews. We'll just see. I don't know what to expect yet, guys. I might be busy signing books. Who knows what's going to happen. But my wife will be there. My son, I'm sure, I'm sure they'll be helping me. So we'll probably have a booth there. We'll be doing that, and we'll be stationed there. So I don't know what to expect, guys. It's going to be pretty awesome. So it's pretty cool to be a part of this lineup. This is the first time I'll be making this type of an appearance. Like, I was at the Outer Realm Fest and things like that, but this is on another scale. This Hexpo the Gathering is on a large scale. You can see some of the different special guests. I mean, yes, they may not be like Daryl from The Walking Dead, but these people are really cool people. And these folks, I mean, Joe from Maximum Overdrive, come on. How can you top that? I mean, I know maybe Chip Coffee and stuff like that, but guys, I mean, we got some amazing guests that's going to be there. So that's why I said you're going to want to show up, get your tickets. It's going to be big. Come see me. Okay? Come see me. All right, so I just thought we'd take a moment to actually look, but it is thehexpo.com, by the way, in case I didn't mention that. So, thehexpo.com. All right, go there because I'm going to be there. I want you guys to come see me. Come say hi to me and Terry Lynn. Say, hey, we hear about you all the time. You're Terry Lynn. Say, come talk to my wife because she doesn't get on here. So you have a chance to come meet the legendary Terry Lynn Morris. That's right, a.k.a. Vixie. You can come out and see her out there with me out at the Hexpo, the Gathering. All right? Because without her, I wouldn't be here either. So she's a big, huge part of my success. And I'm saying it on camera in front of everybody. Yes, honey, I'm admitting you're a big part of my success. Not that I'm successful, not that I'm some celebrity. I'm in a basement filming this to you guys, but I don't care. I do this because I love you guys out there. We do this to help you guys out. So, all right. So, yeah, we'll close that out. All right. So, is there anything else that I'm forgetting tonight? Honey, love of my life. No? Oh, we've been about 40 minutes. We normally go about an hour. I don't know if I have 20 more minutes of BS in me. I've been kind of just BSing it along the way, trying to remember things to tell you guys. So, like I said, this is an informal show tonight. I hope you guys even made it through this. Some of you guys are probably watching this like, oh my God, this is so boring. But I promise we're going to do some better stuff. It's just, I'm bad. Look, let me just be honest with you guys, because I like to be transparent. So one of the reasons why I don't have a guest on is because I've just been so busy, guys. I work 2 jobs, and I'm out fixing internet, cable, phone. I'm out doing hospital runs, going to labs, and in between all that, I'm having to showers, scrub, disinfect. Life right now, it's like before you could kind of rush and fill your time in with stuff. Now it's like the time in between is filled with disinfecting and taking extra precautions. You have to stop and think, so you almost have to kind of slow down at times. Well, then life is very full. Corona conspiracy theories. Okay, here we go. All right, so if you want to get Corona theories, well, Corona theories, okay, one is that, yes, this was planted by somebody. All right, if you really want to get into conspiracy theory, Wuhan, right, is the Chicago of China. All right, if you look it up, then it would make sense. I mean, yes, you might think, well, maybe you should drop it in Shanghai or Hong Kong, but really, Wuhan, this industrial area, and again, it's got these transportation routes. It's, again, they call it the Chicago of China. Okay, so when you think about a good place to dump a disease like that, or a virus, technically that could be a good place, because again, Wuhan has that hub. It's a transportation hub. Okay, Chicago of China, remember, and I think it's like number 11 on the China population for cities, but it's a few million above New York, so it's big. Okay, New York City. So if you look at that, okay, now as far as who did it, now that's, again, that could be tough to say. I really hate to point fingers. Potential candidates would of course be anybody that wanted to disrupt the world economy. You could go as far to say that this is something possibly against Trump, because it's been said in the media. If you look at folks like, and again, I don't want to say I'm choosing sides on stuff, but what I'm saying is, if you just look at some facts, like look at Bill Maher, the political comedian, talk show, very left now, and he's very, very anti-Trump, and he has gone on record, on TV, many a times, saying that he wishes for a recession. Okay, and he's like, I know it would be bad, people lose their jobs, but it's the only way we're going to get Trump is if we have a recession. So my point is that there is people out there like that are wishing for recessions. They were wishing for these things to happen. So if there's people out there that were wishing for bad economic times, then who's to say that this wasn't something planned from somebody, nefariously planted in China, because again, the impact starting at China and spreading through the globe, things like that, could of course be the perfect place to do something like that, and of course cause something globally. Because again, look at China's record of holding back some information. So instead of dropping it in certain countries where it might quickly get contained, put it in a country like China, a transportation hub, a world market, big market player, big world, player in the market, right? And somebody that's probably going to let it spread a little bit more before they contain it, because they're trying to contain it. They're trying to control the numbers. So they don't like to look bad, those type of things. So it would make sense if somebody were trying to harm the economy, the world market, again, as we go into this election year, right? Because this was toward the end of last year, beginning of this year. I mean, think about it. We've had so many people, just commission after commission, impeachment, all these things to just constant barrage on the United States president, trying to fault this guy. Whether you like him or not. I mean, it's just a constant barrage trying to fault the president. So something like this, the only thing I see with this is that if somebody did do this to try to make President Trump look bad, I think that they probably didn't realize, if they haven't by now, everything's pretty much backfired, and he has been doing all the things to try to contain this and all that. So I think if anything, it probably backfired on whoever did it. But conspiracy wise, again, that could be one explanation. Again, it could just be people like Iran. You got the Iranians for the last 40 some years have just constantly tried to be bad. I mean, there's just some countries that no matter what, they try to be bad. I mean, even North Korea was just constantly launching, testing, trying to test the nuclear weapons. And there's just some countries, some people, some dictatorships, some regimes, rulers, whatever you want to call them. There's just some of them in this world that are always looking for opportunities to be bad. Okay? So it's possible this could have just been one of those type of attacks that they engineered something biologically. They knew, because this was another hybrid version. They always notice how they always say it's bats, right? It's always bats, right? So I'm gonna have a T-shirt, all right, and it's gonna say "Eat rice, not bats," right? That's what we're gonna have, folks. I'm serious. I should market the shirt right now. I should go to where's my T-shirt thing? All right, I should market it right now. Just say "Eat rice, not bats." So yeah, somebody's gonna make it. They're gonna make it right now. They're gonna make like $1 million, and I'm gonna be sitting there going, "I should have did that." Remember, I said it here. No, eat rice, not bats. So yeah, but notice they always say, "Eat bats." No, they don't say "eat bats." See, I'm still stuck on that. No, notice they always say it always comes from bats. It always comes from bats. And then they said some cat had it, right, for the SARS. But it originated from bats. They're always trying to go back to the bats. Well, again, I don't know if I buy that if you really look at conspiracy stuff. Now, again, this could just be a disease that was literally, because they are over there eating bats and stupid things. So it is possible. Yes, maybe it is a genuine virus and it spawned in Wuhan. But again, Wuhan's not, I mean, yes, they have live markets, but they're a huge industrial area. It's not like they're known for their massive amounts of large live animal markets. And I know it only takes one, but come on. It's just weird to me. It's weird. And then they were talking, maybe not these bats, but those one little creatures, and who knows. But they never truly do say where it actually originated from. They just speculate and decide to say, well, we think it's from bats. I have not really found an exact answer. But there are no, We don't know. Could be man-made in a lab, even maybe overseas, and they're taking these animal viruses because they know, think about it, the swine flu, SARS, some of these epidemics we're having, they seem to come from animals, right? So you would think that somebody may be catching on to that, saying, okay, H1N1, the swine flu, right? The SARS, things like that. And it goes even further and before that. And you may think maybe they're they're getting in there and they're trying to take an existing, like, coronavirus. There was other corona before, but now they're tweaking it, trying to make it more contagious, trying to make it more harmful, right? Because they know that these animal hybrids, these viruses coming from animals, are the one that's been hurting us the most, like the H1N1 and SARS and things like that. So it would make sense that if they're going to start mutating viruses, engineering them, that they would be an animal virus. Think about it, right? So this is just some conspiracy stuff. Again, hopefully nobody kicks in my door. Guys, I'm in good health, so something should happen to me after talking about this. All right. But seriously, though, don't kill me. Seriously, if you're listening out there, Black Ops people, don't kill me. These are just theories. Okay, doesn't mean that they're real. These are just some things I've noticed, things that you blame it on Jennifer. She wanted to know. She was like talking about, hey, conspiracy theories. But in all joking and seriousness, both at the same time, it's possible, guys. It's possible. It makes you wonder. It really does. It really makes you wonder, starting like that. And it just seems like the timing seems to be peculiar. So I don't know. Hopefully that might have answered your question about conspiracy theories, Jennifer. If you have any other things you want to pop in there, let me know. We're probably going to get ready to start wrapping up here soon. Bat soup, not bar. What does that mean? Bat soup, not bar. Yeah. Right. See, I told you, Jennifer's the one that made me talk about it. Blame her. That's how I do it here. I blame my chat. I blame my chat. You guys are the chat's what gets me in trouble all the time. And we had like a normal show. We're talking about just like live I was just rambling, talking about paranormal stuff, Hexpo, and then Jennifer's gonna get me killed talking about conspiracies against the president with the Democrats and stuff, the other side of the fence, the anti-Trumpers, trying to do things nefariously. But I don't know. I mean, it makes you wonder. It really does. It makes you wonder if these, and I would say not just Corona. Oh, those bats in the bar soup. Oh yeah, bats in the. It's freaky. Yeah, because when Terry Lynn we were watching when they were talking about the different things that they eat over there, and they had the bats like laying out in the soup, and they're just like, ugh, they look like they're almost still alive. Like, I mean, it's crazy, and they eat it. So who knows? Maybe right there is just proof enough that if they're willing to eat those things, then yes, maybe the virus is natural. But I don't know, guys. I mean, when you think about, right, for those of you that may be Walking Dead fans, I don't think they ever really came out and said, like, hey, this is exactly what happened. But it makes you wonder, even in there, like, all of a sudden people had it. Spoiler alert. But they had it the whole time, at least up to a certain point. And then all of a sudden, when people started dying, turning into zombies again. So it makes you wonder, I don't have corona. I just sneezed on camera and I can't edit it out. Everybody's like, uh-oh, he sneezed. I swear, it was just a sneeze. I've been doing it every once in a while. I feel fine. Dinner tasted good. I didn't lose my sense of taste. God, nobody report me. It was just a simple sneeze. It's like I gotta justify that. Anyways, as my point was, we were talking about Walking Dead. If anybody watched the way back at the beginning of Walking Dead, it was like, all of a sudden, just the world caught this, this almost like a meningitis, but like caused that whole zombie condition or whatever. But they never really explained it. And again, you never know. But to me, for an entire world to catch something like that, not that I'm saying it would be spread like this, but I used to think that in The Walking Dead something was released in the atmosphere to where everybody, had it. Because it seemed like every single person, no matter what, had it. And if they died, they turned into zombies, or if they were bit, of course. But I'm just saying, it seemed like everybody had it. So, but now, looking at real life and the coronavirus, it's almost like, you can see where plausibly the whole world could, in fact, just about be infected by something, especially if it's highly contagious. But, it makes you wonder if they're trying to perfect something else. And this got away from them. And they're like, hey, this kind of got maybe even China themselves. They may be trying to perfect like a biological weapon, and it got away from them. Again, after all, Wuhan is a very heavy industrial area with a lot of tech labs and things like that. So, again, maybe it was something they were engineering and oops, got out of control. Somebody went home and spread their family, and it just, again, started spreading quickly. So there's another conspiracy for you, too. So, who knows? So we went on a pretty good tangent on the that thanks to Jennifer. So, all right. Well, other than that, guys, I just want to go through the last bit of reminders, unless anybody out there pops in the chat and has any last minute stuff. But I just wanted to remind you again, guys, don't forget, this is going to be the new time, 9 o'clock every Thursdays, unless something changes. Then I'll try to post and let you guys know on the Facebook group. Okay, so if you're not part of the Facebook group, go and join the Facebook group. I'll try to let you guys know about the new times. Also, if we do any live investigations, keep an eye out for either YouTube Live or Facebook Live. Like I said, depends on what we go. I may do the whole watch party. I've seen other investigators do like the whole watch party thing on Facebook, and it looked pretty cool. So we may do that, or we may do YouTube Live, or we may even just record it, edit it, and put it out there for you guys to check out. And maybe, one idea is if we do something like that, if we do record it, what I may do is we'll debut it during like a Thursday night, like at 9 o'clock. We'll debut it, and then we'll do like a watch party where we can all watch it and chat about it as like in real time, where you can chat with me and Terry Lynn, and we can watch the investigation in real time as well. And again, my wife, just to let you know, in case you don't see the chat, she did say to everyone, please be safe out there. Again, as we talked about in the beginning of the show, stay 6 feet apart. 6 feet apart. 6 feet apart. There you go. Stay 6 feet apart. Stay 6 feet apart and wash your hands. Stay 6 feet apart and wash your hands. All right. Social distancing, folks. Please, please, please spread the social distancing, not corona. Okay? Also, pray. She's praying for all of us. She's praying. And, you know, so she said she's praying for everybody. So, as I hear the delay in the live feed, my wife is just now laughing at my 6 Peet fart. So, I don't even know. She's laughing so hard, you might even be able to hear it through my microphone. So, and look, the whole time, I was still off to the side. That's funny. I didn't even center myself. See, I don't even look at my own feedback. But guys, seriously, my wife and I, we care about you guys out there. If you guys need anything paranormal related, you have any questions, any comments, by all means, please let us know. Guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you made it through this show. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you'll know if we go live or anything like that in the future. And guys, remember, seek the truth. Hang!